Hello and welcome to episode number 23 of Super Califanilistic. This will be a very short episode, and for the few of you who are listening to this on the podcast version, it may not be as interesting. You may even want to skip it because today I'm gonna talk about like what happened today. I know I said like only on Sundays we do the progress reports, but this day has been like so productive and so great that I wanted to share it. So you've probably you probably already know from the previous episodes that I spent quite some time writing a resource list for the One Funnel Away challenge to help people have even more success with that challenge. And today I finally finished the member, or we, like obviously Ira helped a lot, finished the members area where people will unlock those sections, which is really great. We also finished the funnel that will promote the One Funnel Away challenge. It's visible on the screen for you listening to the podcast. Look for the links in the descriptions. There you can go to that funnel and check it out. And while I'm curious about the sales video in the funnel that I'm using, it's like a little long with 24 minutes, but I'm actually curious how it's going to work, and I plan to start with solo ads. For those of you who don't know what solo ads are actually other people who have huge email lists, and you basically buy clicks from them. So you don't buy an amount of email addresses or anything. You give them your website where you want to have visitors, and they will then send emails like 100 at first and so on, and they will track how many people click on your link, and they will only deliver the amount of of clicks you ordered. So it's not like an email campaign where I don't know how many people you get, but you really you pay for the amount of people you get. And compared to Facebook advertising or other ads, you pay like between 40 to whatever cents. So it's like between 40 and 60, 70 cents per click that you pay. But it's targeted audiences, for example, 100% from the US, and therefore it's still tricky because you don't know if the people on that email list of that person or company who's selling that to you or providing the service to you are interested in what you're offering. But it's kind of like a fast way to get marketing going, and it can have like really amazing results if the email list is very fitting, and it can have like mediocre or horrible results. But we're gonna try that. I actually wanted to do it, but since it's already like almost 2 a.m, the company that I'm ordering the clicks from is at the moment not online. Surprise, surprise. But as said, so we finished the funnel, we finished the members area, all the lections are in there, so it's going to help people go through the challenge. I finished the sales video. I even I added a money back guarantee for all of those who have like doubts of investing $100 into themselves. And I got a printed version of my resource book, which you can see if you're watching the video of this and not listening to the podcast. It's 50 pages full of tips, guides, and so on. And it saddens me to say it's really amazing, and obviously it's a great tool to use in my sales videos so people see what they get and not just like, oh yeah, you will get a random PDF. Obviously I'm not delivering the printed book, but they get the version of it in the backend, and after the challenge they get the PDF version. But what saddens me the most is like, well, this is pretty much, I wrote it like 6 days ago, last Friday, if you remember, I mentioned it in one of the videos or / podcasts, and by now it's already outdated because I already added so much stuff to it that's now only available in the members area, so only for people who sign up and do the challenge. But I'm really glad to have it. It's like the first thing I've ever written myself, and now it doesn't only exist in like digital form, it actually exists in printed form. And at some point, like if that thing really like reaches a polished state, I will simply look for a print on demand company to provide the option for people to just pay the shipping and also get this as like printed book, because I think it looks nice, it really is, like it feels great, and it contains a lot of content. So but that's not all. Also today, finally, for those of you who paid attention regarding the few videos in which I mentioned the One Funnel Away challenge, like almost every video apparently, you also get like physical bonuses when you sign up for the challenge. And my package was kind of lost. I had a UPS tracking ID, but the tracking from UPS said like my address doesn't exist, and the Ukrainian postal service simply didn't have any option to track it with the UPS tracking ID. So after some back and forth, I finally got a tracking ID from the Ukrainian Post Service after giving in and contacting ClickFunnels. Yeah, and then we figured out that my package is already here for 2 weeks. But when we went to the postal office where it is, they told us that it's not here. And they actually before that, even with the UPS tracking ID, we already figured out, or we already went to our postal office and asked, and they said it's not here. And now we went there and we figured out it's already been there waiting for 2 weeks, but they were apparently not capable of reading because it says apartment 123 entrance whatever 1, yeah, and obviously they said address doesn't exist because they were looking for apartment 1 or whatever, yeah. So, and the funny thing is, after we picked that amazing box up that I'm going to show you very quickly, briefly in a second, again, for those of you listening to the podcast, I'm really sorry that you cannot see that, but I will describe roughly what's in it. And we checked our mailbox, and today we had a notification in the mailbox that we should pick up the package. It's ridiculous, but I finally got it, and it's like a little bigger than a shoebox, or maybe the shape of a shoebox. And it has some print inside, and I'm not gonna go through everything because I already recorded an unboxing video which is live on my YouTube channel, so even for you podcast listeners you may want to check it out. And it contains, like, I'm just gonna show you the core piece, what's even worth more than the $100 for the challenge. So even if you don't want to do the challenge, if I wouldn't want to do the challenge, I would still sign up just to get that book that I'm currently holding into the camera. So sorry for you podcast listeners, but I'm gonna describe it. It says, like, you suddenly lose everything. What would you do from day 1 to day 30 to save yourself? And what's in it is like a guide made by 30, I think it's 30 people. It could be a little bit more, but if I remember it right, it's like 30 people. I'm gonna check. Yes, it's 30 people that made at least $1 million with ClickFunnels. And they were asked to write down what they would do on day 1, day 2, and so on to make that million again if they have to start from scratch. So it's basically 30 blueprints of 30 different areas of business on how to get to your million. You're not going to make the million in a month, but it's going to be like the tool to use to get the million, yeah? And it shows you how to do it with an e-commerce funnel, how to do it with as a service provider, how to do it with info products, how to do it with webinars, how to do it with a free 7-day challenge, how to do it fundraising for non-profits, how to do it as offering service packages on LinkedIn, how to sell funnels on Instagram, how to do live events within 30 days, how to do a Bible success blueprint. I'm curious about reading that. How to do high ticket coaching, how to, another e-commerce funnel, how to pre-sell courses that don't even yet exist, yeah. How to do it with mind maps, with affiliate marketing, with Facebook Live, with coaching packages and joint venture webinars, how to do it with teaching a masterclass, how to do it with high ticket sales using webinars, so like pre-recorded videos, how to do it with ebook launches, how to do it with one-on-one coachings and masterminds, how to do it with online courses that you do with auto webinars, so also pre-recorded videos, how to do it with coaching clients on Facebook, how to do it with 3 weeks to webinar launch, so like also either it's a course about I don't know, I haven't read it yet, how to do it with Facebook marketing services, how to do it with connecting on Instagram, and so on. There's a couple more. So you see, for every area of business that like it's possible on the internet, like affiliate marketing, e-commerce, coaching, webinars, courses, and so on, there is a blueprint from somebody who already made over $1 million with doing that. And he's telling you, like, really, like, it really says, like, in here, unfortunately, again, you people in the book, in the podcast, you cannot see it, but I'm gonna hold it in the camera for the people reading it. That's like Julie Stoyan. She's one of the coaches in the One Funnel Away Challenge. And if you paid attention, it says here, I'm gonna flip it. It says day 1, and then it says day 2, day 3, and so on. And it explains you. I'm just gonna read the first 1 or 2 sentences so you understand it. It says, day 1 of my internet business apocalypse would certainly be a nerve-wracking day. With just a ClickFunnels account and no following, friends, clients, or other social proof, I know that the fastest way to getting back on my feet is to find the right customer who will advertise for me through word of mouth referrals. Yeah. So it really is like, it starts with like, okay, in which situation you are, and it takes you through what you need to do. And the best thing about it though is like, it doesn't even it does not just do that. It has like, for the funnels, I'm not sure if it's for everything. It provides you with also with a resource list, yeah. And for some of those things, apparently not for all of them, but I saw it in one or two of the others before, it provides you with measurements, meaning like once you've created your funnel according to the 30-day plan that somebody who used it already to make a lot of money provided you, you can compare your opt-in rate, your conversion rates to the rates that he has achieved with it. And if you are not at the same level, you know that you need to improve something. Maybe work on your sales letter, like on the text on your website, or maybe work on your videos, or maybe work on your presentation, work on your, I don't know what, yeah. But the point is, some of those blueprints also contain the like benchmark numbers you can compare, so you know if you are like on the same track or if you're doing something wrong and need to improve it. So it's really like, while my current Bible is like still Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill, and I will for sure read that book at least 3 or 4 or 5 times, probably it will really become my Bible. This one is going to be definitely, since we finished that funnel now, and another funnel will launch in a couple of days, so where we're also just putting final touches on it for selling like access to my inner circle. That's going to be the next book, and I really commit, and I swear I will copy each of those 30 ways one after the other, because I mean, with the only exception being the e-commerce thing, because I don't like to ship stuff or even like scale shipping and stuff like that. But every other thing that doesn't require me to deal with physical products, I will follow the step-by-step guide and copy it. Simply copy it one after the other. And I know that one funnel will take me between a week and a month, yeah. But it's perfectly fine if after 30 months I have 30 different funnels that are proven to work for other people to make them $1 million. Then I'm probably also gonna end up. I'm quite sure actually gonna end up making the $1 million in sales. Yeah. So like, it's really a great book. Yeah. So here's like, again, sorry for the podcast listeners, but here is like one of the pages that shows like the benchmark numbers. So like total spent on shoutouts, total website visits, conversion rates, applications received, strategy sessions, product sold, revenue, net profit. Yeah. So that guy, I don't know what it is about. It says like fitness professional funnel, and he spent $1,000 and made 4,000 profit out of it. Yeah. Which is not bad. And then he had a motivational funnel where he spent $500 and made 2,000 profit out of it. Yeah. So not that bad. Yeah. Like, again, that's money spent for advertising. If you don't spend the money on advertising but do it organically, it goes slower, but you will still make the same result. It will just like take some more time. So yeah, that's really the core thing. There's also some other stuff in the box, but I'm gonna link my unboxing video which shows you everything. And for you guys listening to the podcast, I feel so sorry for you. You should really, for a change, check out, I'm gonna place the link to this podcast as YouTube video in the podcast description. You should really check out the video so you see like the masterpiece I'm holding here. And honestly, that book, in my opinion, is really, I cannot say it often enough, it's priceless. I've talked with so many of my friends over the years, and all of them were telling me, yeah, they would want to do something, but they don't know what and they don't know how. Yeah. That book contains 30 ways that worked for other people, broken down step by step to get you started for the first month. And like, it worked for others. You just have to copy. Some things may not work as good as they worked back then or stuff like that, yeah. But most of those things, as far as I can tell from like what I learned about funnels, are still accurate. Yeah, the advertising may be a little bit different, but your product, what you really create there is the product that you then sell will still be the same and it will still work. Yeah, and if you worry about if everybody's gonna do this, blah blah blah, or if it were so easy, everybody would do it. Well, because everybody keeps saying if it were so easy, everybody would do it. Not so many people are doing it. And if you worry, if 1,000 people now copy what's in that book, there will be not enough buyers. Don't forget, there's 8 billion people on this planet. Yeah. Every day, I don't know, I think 200,000 people every day or something turn 18, or no, they have their birthday, whatever. But there's at least a couple thousand people every day who turn 18 and start to look for, I don't know what, like for car parts. Yeah, so if you were selling car parts, you cannot say like the market is saturated, because every day new people get a car. Or more people get a car, and more people get into tuning cars, and some people stop tuning cars and stuff like that. Every day somebody or a lot of people buy an iPhone and therefore need a cover to protect it. So and if you consider that our population is just growing, like 8 billion, it's going to be 10 billion, it means there's just more and more customers coming out there. So even if there's more and more people offering the same stuff, you just have to offer more value, but there's enough customers to even make all of the money. And it's actually an advantage. You have to think about everybody who keeps making excuses like, I don't have time. If it was so easy, everybody would do it, and I don't have money. It's my favorite excuse, because if you cannot afford the $100 for the challenge, you actually need it more than everybody else. That said, I'm gonna end it here. It's anyway longer again, this video, as I planned to do, and it's like the third video I've been recording today. It's really been a great day, mostly because I know that I'm so close. Like, I just need to press the button to start the advertising, and I will see the first results of this funnel. And I'm really curious. Well, I'm confident because I know many people with funnels similar to this who made quite a nice amount of money. I'm not going to tell you numbers, but really nice amounts of money. So I know that the funnel works. Now all I have to figure out is like the advertising to reach the right target audience, which gonna be some try and error, and if I'm lucky, I get it right the first time, or if I get some feedback from some people who have done it already, I will get it right the first time, and otherwise I will just have to spend a little money to get this running, and maybe I will have to re-record the sales video. Maybe I get the right traffic, but my sales video is not good. Anyway, from here on out, this funnel, I just need to like maintain it and like tweak it a little, and I'm so proud that it's done. It's really at the point where I, with my like high expectations, can say it's done, it works, it's set up. I just need to throw traffic at it, and I'm curious to watch the results. That said, thank you for listening and or watching. And again, check out my unboxing video so you know like what it is you would get, and then probably head to my freein25.com website and sign up for the challenge if you haven't done it already. Till then, bye bye.